Vinny, vine sauce?
Hello, Peter.
I didn't get the key. I marked it on the tracker. I didn't get the key. Oh my god. Let me just make sure. I'm just making sure. Okay, it is. It is doing stuff. This was like my check, right? To make sure that I'm actually recording properly. That was very important to me. Because again, I don't really have Streamlabs open necessarily. I have a tracker open on my other monitor. So it's a little bit different of a situation. Good thing about this, by the way, is that we can actually check and see where battle minigame area takes us to, because that's going to be random now. So that's something, I guess, worth looking into. Where does Frosty Village take me? Fossil Canyon. All right. Dino Domain's getting some love, dude. It's getting some love. In the plane as well. You know, I really can't complain about, you know, a track that's not by default in plane being in plane, right? That's why I felt like the one vehicle rando setting of having the intended vehicles plus plane, if, you know, plane wasn't normally included, is really good, just because plane kind of just always works. Hovercraft is just kind of like, I guess, the most eye roller, right? It feels like the one you have the least momentum and schmovement tech in. And I don't know. It's just all around a little weird. I mean, you know, in plane, you can do all these fun barrel rolls and stuff, so it's, you know, it's a fun time there. I just feel like there's so much to be desired with hovercraft. I know there's that whole tech of, like, you drift back and forth and you do a little wiggle. I don't know how, like, efficient that is, though. Is that just a thing that I just saw people do back in the day? Like with, like, you know, Dirt and 7.7 doing Diddy Kong Racing, and there wasn't actually anything to it? Because, like, I feel like I'm faster when I do that, but I don't know if it's actually true. So I'm not really too sure. We still have yet to get a single Dragon Forest level, by the way. It's actually it's one level from Snowflake Mountain, 3 from Sherbert and Dino Domain. So there's a bit of a weight balance here. It's giving a lot of, like, first 2 world levels, which, like, I'm not against. Those levels are great, you know. Big fan of them. I didn't get Hot Top Volcano until. Come on. Oh, I'm so bad, man. I'm just so bad. This sucks. I didn't really get Hot Top Volcano until I think it was in Future Funland was when it showed up. So as far as I'm aware, now I can go here. And a big thing worth noting is that the boss door here doesn't open until you do all of the vanilla Snowflake Mountain levels. So I still have to do Everfrost Peak, Walrus Cove, and Frosty Village before I can actually go to the boss area. So that's a big difference compared to what we were doing before. Greenwood Village. That's the first. Okay, that is the first Dragon Forest. This is the first Dragon Forest level. So I should probably go back here and see if it. I mean, this will really test my theory, right? If, you know, if you do the second boss first, can you go back in afterwards and do silver coins? Because if so, that definitely makes my routing a little easier and not have to keep track of, you know, have I done Smokey 1 yet, right? Like, or have I only done, you know, because I know I've done Smokey 2, right? It says it on the tracker, but have I done Smokey 1? I don't know. It's just a little. Also, this is like the pure definition of what I don't want to deal with. You have such a casual level that could easily be done in car. Obviously, you know, given it's the default, it's just a very car-friendly level. But you're making me do this in hovercraft, which I will say, there's a lot of weird, like, hills in this level that actually are way more friendly on hovercraft. Like, it's one of the better levels on hovercraft, just because, like, I think slopes that are kind of awkward on car, slopes tend to not be very much of an issue from my experience on. Let's freaking go! I told you I could do it. They tend to not be as much of an issue on hovercraft. So do you watch your jet? Did I mark it on the track? I did. Okay. So do you give me the silver coins now? You don't. So we really got to route this out, right? Like, I can't do Dragon Forest silver coins until I get Smoky 1 done. Which, for all I know, they could choose to not give me Smoky 1 until Future Funland. Which is... That's a routing game, dude. Holy frick. Oof. I mean, I kind of dig it, but I'm just like... Makes you have to pay attention. And paying attention's not my strong suit. Hover challenge. Okay. But, yeah. Hope you all are doing well. Again, all this to say... I realize I got kind of off track, and I'm here to tell you that, again, I don't know how many recordings I'm going to be able to get stacked up through this recording session, but if it's like a fair bit, like maybe at least the amount from last time, I want to try and use the time in between to like set up corruption stuff, because, you know, well, not even really set up. It's just like I have enough stuff at this point where even though I don't got everything set up, I could record, right? Like I could record. I got big games I got properly set up are like Double Dash and Luigi's Mansion. So there's that. There's also Me Channel. I mean, you know, go figure, right? You have to go ahead and get Me Channel set up. It's freaking Me Channel, right? You guys pog over Me Channel. You guys also pog over New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So, realistically, I think we're doing pretty all right in terms of, you know, I got the priorities, right? The priority games like Me Channel and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I do gotta get Mario Sunshine set up, though. I have a lot of like extra so like a big thing that I'm trying to do was I'm trying to get more save states set up for the games that I've already done, right? Because there's only like 4 spots that I would corrupt per game that I did. And obviously Me Channel, I didn't really do this formula because like Me Channel's kind of limited, right? Same with the Wii menu BIOS. You don't really have much else you can do other than the stuff that I did. But with Luigi's Mansion, like I want to try and get a cool thing of like getting the final boss in there, right? With Super Mario Sunshine, maybe get frickin', you know, the parts of the Delfino Plaza, which I think were already set up, but I also want to get stuff like the first world. I don't remember I want to get like the first 2 worlds set up. I know Rico Harbor, I think is the second one, but I don't remember the name of the first world in Mario Sunshine. But you kind of get what I'm saying, right? Like I want to try and get more spots in the game that we can corrupt. For, I guess, variety's sake. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, you guys don't seem to mind that much, right? This wasn't like some big piece of feedback that people have been wanting from me on my videos, right? But there's still like, there was no point in doing that, right? Because I'm going to Sherbert Island, right? I'm checking in on Sherbert Island? Or am I wrong about that? I just came back from Snowflake. I came back from Snowflake Mountain. Yeah, because, yeah, Snowball Valley was vanilla. Dude, I have, like, the worst memory possible.